up and prepare again for it all. I said I've learned to fall, stand back tall, fall again, learn to roll, and stand back up and prepare again for it all. And contrary to popular belief, I can be prepared to a Christmas tree. Because I will always make it out of my box eventually. And I may be put away for a season, but when I return, everyone's excited to see me, and I may fall, catch on fire, or even be overlooked by the things that's around me. But in the end, it's all about me because I've been created with bounce back ability. See, I'm something like a rose that grows from dirt that no one knows. I'm often disposed when the weather starts to go, but in my spring again I'll grow because I've been chewed up and spitting out. Rarely ever given the benefit of the doubt, but still I can stand and shout because something my enemies don't know about me is that I've been created with bounce back ability. See, bounce back ability is just having the capability to foresee that every time I fall, it's not necessarily about me. And whatever happens is for my good, but His glory. And what doesn't kill me only makes me stronger. So if I can last just a little while longer and endure the hardship of this conflict, I shall be bouncing back immediately. And I know getting knocked down has sort of become my hobby, but bouncing back is now my ability, and I can't wait to see the faces of my enemy when I keep bouncing back continuously, because through all your trials and trips, fake feeble friends with fibs, and relationships that hardly give, you need to realize that you've been created with an unusual gift. See, from creation, God has attached a piece of rubber to your bottoms. So despite all the world's insufficiencies, you've been created with bounce back ability. See, I've often been referred to as a yo-yo. And although I'm only attached by a string, and often thrown down with few guarantees due to some unexplainable reasoning, I always return to my start position. And I know I may resemble a caterpillar, but I will become that butterfly to fly the sky so high, not once looking back to wave bye to my past transgressions. Because I've learned my lesson. I've handled my correction, and now I'm ready to walk into my resurrection. And I may be a palm tree, and through my storm I may sway and bend, but I will survive. Stand strong and shine brightly, because I have been created. I said, you've been created with bounce back ability, and although you don't know what your end is going to be, just know that this test is helping you build a testimony, and you can be whatever it is that you want to be. I said, you can be whatever it is that you want to be, because you have been created. I said, I have been created. I said, we have been created. I said, with bounce back.
Bounce back. Touch your neighbor and say, bounce back.
It's a cocaine. Dying to be strung out on love, even if separation from that true rock is a result, his hug could be their rehab. His wisdom would rescue them from relapses, but winehouses got them drunk on denial. Could care less that God actually knows what's best, so they push him to the side to let flesh make their decisions for them. Women, you have become a domain of illusion, seeing godliness in any and every atom that walks past you. Blinded to the worm swimming through his fruit, the lust hidden behind his praise, the symphony of pride resting in his swag, and his walk ain't like your heavenly dad that run. A man that is yet to learn how to be led by the Spirit cannot lead you to anywhere but himself. Which would be cool if he was a source of all comfort, a stronghold of peace, an ocean of healing, and a galaxy of love, but only God has that written on his resume. Yet how many of you have fired the same God for a counterfeit savior? Disregarding the cross on God's back to fix your eyes on the wooden crucifix hanging from a mere man's neck. So intent on having a ring of metal glued to your hand that you've forgotten about the wrath-laden nails that were hammered into his head. He wore a crown mangled into thorns, yet are confused. Queens have mistaken princes for the king of Jews. He was hung up for you, so hang up on dude, I'm telling you. Your search for love has stolen the reverence for God. You have made a modern-day veil out of a relationship. A diamond ring into a golden calf, a God out of a man who has to borrow his life from someone else, I suggest. Steal back your heart from whatever man that has it playing, sitting on the same table he plays spades with.
Wow.
Empty and all, beating with tears. Go back to the one who was jealous for you and say, here, you can have it. I apologize for giving something you created away to someone you created, believing they would do better with it than you. I'm not standing before you as one that hasn't experienced the attack of Satan on women. He is working hard to distract our gaze of faith off of the lover of our soul. But I'm standing before you as one who will strive to present her loneliness as a gift to the healer of broken hearts. Believing he will make a Lazarus of my pain, a walking miracle of my past. I am suspending all that the world has taught me about relationships to truly believe that everything isn't found in men, but that everything is only found in him. I'm letting this pillow of a heart only find comfort in Jesus. Giving my addictions to the one who set the woman at the well free from her obsession. So when your imagination tells you that God will be your hero, remind yourself that Jesus is the only man that can save you.